back. That's right. Late night action, late night news, late night scroll. That's what we're doing tonight. If I can get this thing all set up proper. My little rant, rave, whatever you want to call it, earlier, previous cast concerning Russia and Ukraine. I needed to take a little bit more extra time, just to get to reset, get my head straight. I had a lot of other things there at the end that I was thinking about that, badger holes, and do I want to get into them now or later or ever? In some cases, I don't know. I do know that, man, this is just a crazy time where the news is just not stopping. And, man, I tell you what, is it all just for distraction? I would like to think that we're living in some sort of reality right now, but when I look at the news, it's difficult. But here, let me bring this up. This is we'll get this here. Hold on a second. Let's see if I can pull this up. Do a little of this. See, on the fly editing again, as usual. Per the usual. Let's see if I can get that. All this. A little of that.
All right, everyone.
Whoa.
Forward, march.
Oh, somebody. Love it. 762 over on Twitch. Decides to hit the button. Got Cartman doing his little thing there. I love that little scene. Love it. 762 over here on Twitch says, "Hey, just discovered your channel. The content goes crazy hard and the game's straight fire. Respect for putting out quality like this. I'm locked in for the long haul." Discord, snap. Jane Zoe. Hello, Jane Zoe on Discord. I don't really do Discord too much, but, hey, you can find me over there. If you need to reach out, I guess. It's speak freely. So, but here, let me get this pulled up here. We're doing the night scroll. The night scroll. Let's see. Turn that there and go. All right.
Breaking tonight, several major Supreme Court rulings, and they cover reverse discrimination, a Mexican gun lawsuit, and Catholic charities. Fox News chief legal correspondent and anchor of Fox News Sunday, Shannon Bream, is here with us now with the latest on this. Good evening to you, Shannon.
And to you. For everybody who thinks every decision out of the Supreme Court is this contentious 5-4 thing, I want you to take a look at what happened today, including a trio of unanimous decisions. First, a closely watched reverse discrimination case. A heterosexual woman who worked for the state of Ohio filed a discrimination claim after she says she was passed over for a promotion in favor of a lesbian applicant. Then she got demoted and says her old job was given to a gay man. So she lost in the courts below under the theory that as a member of a so-called majority group, she needed to present more evidence than a plaintiff would if they were, for example, a racial minority or part of the LGBTQ plus community. Well, the court ruled for the plaintiff, with Justice Jackson saying simply the law does not impose such a heightened standard on majority group plaintiffs. Next up, a win for U.S. gun makers. Mexico tried to launch this $10 billion lawsuit against big names like Smith & Wesson, arguing that they have engaged in business practices that have led to cartel violence with the use of their firearms. But U.S. law shields gun makers from liability when third parties use their products illegally, with some exceptions. Today, the court unanimously dismissed the lawsuit.
Oh, come on. Really? We're going to play that game?
Finding Mexico's complaint does not plausibly allege that the defendant manufacturers aided and abetted gun dealers' unlawful sales of firearms to Mexican traffickers. Now, finally, a unanimous victory for
Bingo.
Catholic Charities in Wisconsin. They sued after being denied tax benefits the state provided to other religious organizations, noting the First Amendment principle that the government must remain neutral with regard to different religions. The court held there may be hard cases and calls to make in policing that rule, but this is not one. So the next round of opinions come a week from today, and we are awaiting 27 of them.
Wow.
Before the court is scheduled to wrap up its term the end of this month.
It's a
Holy
very
smokes.
busy time here in Washington.
It's our Super Bowl.
Shannon,
Yeah.
thank you. We'll see you on
Yeah.
Fox News Sunday.
See you then.
It's our Super Bowl. Yeah, well, let's not say we did. Like, seriously, just all right, here we go. Screw it. We'll just pull this over here like so. There we go. All right, what do we got here? Doing the news scroll. Cop arrested at Disney World Resort after allegedly kidnapping man. Wait, what? Kidnapping man from what? Wait. I got it. I'm biting. I'm biting on this one. Oh, all those hats. So this lady kidnapped a man from a Mississippi house party. An Alabama police officer was arrested at Disney World Resort on a kidnapping charge after a 21-year-old man was found handcuffed in the back of his car following a house party in Mississippi. The police officer, David Cunningham, 22, was off duty but wearing his Pritchard PD badge when he was pulled over during a traffic stop. Deputies with the Harrison County Sheriff's Office discovered a 21-year-old man in the back seat of the patrol car who was handcuffed, and they released him. It all stemmed from an incident on May 24th when deputies responded to a shooting on Audubon Lakes Boulevard in Mississippi. They discovered that the homeowner's dog had been accidentally shot at a house party, and the person who was allegedly responsible had left in the backseat of a Pritchard police vehicle. All right. And an investigation revealed that Cunningham went to the home in his patrol unit after getting a phone call from the party. When he arrived, he saw the man arguing with the homeowner, so he handcuffed him, put him in the patrol car, and left the scene. A warrant was issued for Cunningham for kidnapping due to the cop being out of state with no enforcement powers and detaining an individual and removing him from the scene. Cunningham was arrested at Disney World Resort, according to his arrest affidavit obtained by Fox 10. He was charged with one felony count of kidnapping, and his passenger, Kristen Allen of Gulfport, was charged with one felony count of hindering prosecution. Officials say she helped Cunningham with creating multiple versions of events to justify his unlawful actions and detention of the individual. Oh, go figure. So, mom or old lover, wow, ladies. Wow. All right. Allen was arrested on the warrant after turning herself in at the Harrison County Adult Detention Facility on June 2nd. On June 3rd, Cunningham was arrested on warrant by the Orange County Sheriff's Office in Orlando, Florida. He will be held on a $500,000 bail upon extradition from Florida. Pritchard police released a statement this week saying they are aware of Cunningham being involved in the incident and said they are awaiting an investigation report from the Harrison County Sheriff's Office to gain a clearer understanding of the circumstances. It has been brought to our attention that Officer Cunningham was operating a city vehicle across state lines at the time of the incident, which is a potential violation of departmental policy. In response, our department has initiated an internal investigation to review all policies that may have been violated in connection with this situation. We take these matters seriously and are committed to ensuring full accountability and transparency throughout the process. The Independent is the world's most free-thinking news brand. Oh, wait. That's darn it. They snuck that in there. I don't know. Whatever. That's a little nutty. So this chick, yeah, this chick convinced the 22-year-old that he was doing the right thing by taking this guy. Wait. No. Oh, wait. This is the guy that got arrested. This isn't the guy that got kidnapped. What? What is the what? Interesting. What's going on with that one? What? What is this? Oh my lordy! All right. The Daily Express says Donald Trump hails badass. Zelensky strikes on Russia with 2-word comment. What is the 2-word comment? I'm curious. We're not going to look. We don't need to. What's the 2-word comment? Terrorist. Wait. Oh, very strongly. Was a 2-worder. I guess badass is 2 words, but it's usually look, I feel like they're making stuff up with that. It's not a real thing there. Let's see here. What else? How did Harvard win a reprieve from Trump's foreign student ban? I'm not quite sure how that works. All right. Wait, hold on a second. Citizenship for U.S. non-resident students at Harvard. Yeah, look at this. Look at where they're all. Look at that. And then obviously Canada, but then China, India, over here in the UK. Very few from Australia. A lot from Brazil. Got a lot from Mexico. You got them from all over the dang world here. Interesting. Trump's sales pitch for the big beautiful budget bill doesn't match the facts. Pretty sure it's close. Let's see here. Oh boy. Look at this. Chargers are going to go back to San Diego? That's awesome. They should, for sure. Ooh, that's a nice bike right there. I miss road cycling. I need to get back into it. I got my road cycle. I just got to start hopping on it and pedaling around. That's right. Jersey, can you spot the 2025 NBA Finals jersey patch? Yeah, what, right there? And then there's one right there. I want what it better not be like a rainbow color jersey patch. Come on, show it. Where is it? You're not gonna show it in big beautiful form. It's kind of rainbowish right there. Yeah, that's a slightly rainbowish patch right there. Why? Why are we doing that? Seriously? Okay. It's Men's Mental Health Awareness Month, by the way. And like I suggested yesterday, this should be Men's Month. This is a month to honor men all over the country. And, give last month, give May to the women. It can be Women's Month. Let's just do that. This is a stupid comment right here. This one. This is absolutely stupid. So, this is by the Huffington Post. Mother of girls allegedly kidnapped, killed by father, says the system failed them. Really? So, Whitney Decker, the mother of 3 young girls that were found dead in Washington, is urging reforms to the Amber Alert system after state authorities declined to issue one when her daughters went missing. Wenatchee police in Chelan County, Washington, had requested an Amber Alert after she reported that her daughters hadn't returned from a scheduled visit with their father, Travis Decker, on May 30th. Washington State Patrol, however, denied this request, telling HuffPost there wasn't sufficient evidence that an abduction was taking place or that Travis would harm his daughters. They did not see him as an immediate physical danger to his children, despite the fact that he had a well-established history of mental health issues, and had they seen it that way, those children might still be alive, Whitney's attorney, Ariana Cozart, told local NBC affiliate King 5 News. That's the thing that is so brutal, and the one thing that she's really hoping can be changed in this tragedy. I'm sorry, we're not changing anything because of that. We shouldn't. I mean, seriously, so we're putting the responsibility on the Amber Alert system and then the police. We have to make these assumptions that a father who was seeing his daughters on a scheduled visitation, a lone visitation with them, there's no reason. If he can see his daughters alone, maybe something happened. Maybe, why do we have to do the Amber Alert thing? This is a little blown out of proportion at that point by this mother. I'm sorry you lost your 3 daughters. I'm sorry that this gentleman was probably the one who killed them, their father, that is. So it seems at this point, but we don't know for sure. You're making a lot of assumptions, though those are probably correct assumptions. But what we're putting the responsibility on other people. Really? As a mother, you could have reached out. You could have said something. You calling the police. Why didn't you just go talk to the dad? Why didn't you go talk to him? Why didn't you engage with him? But you went straight to the police? Interesting. Amber Alerts are designed specifically to respond to children abductions and allow law enforcement to send a text alert to cell phones in the area about a missing child. The Washington State Patrol eventually issued an endangered missing persons advisory on June 1st, though that does not immediately include a text alert. Cozart, who didn't immediately respond to Huffington Post's request for comment, told King 5 that an Amber Alert might have enabled people to keep a lookout for Travis Decker and the white GMC truck he was driving when he was with his girls. Whitney's daughters, Peyton, 9, Evelyn, 8, and Olivia Decker, 5, were found dead on June 2nd near their father's car, which was parked at a campground in western Washington. Police believe they died from asphyxiation after finding plastic bags over their heads and zip ties around their wrists. Travis Decker is still missing. However, and police are currently engaged in a manhunt as they continue to search for him. Officers have asked the public for information, though they caution against approaching Travis because he might be dangerous. Cozart emphasized that Whitney and her daughters were failed numerous times by government systems, including difficult-to-access veteran support services, along with authorities' decision to pass on an Amber Alert. All right, look, again, who failed them? If he actually did it, he failed his daughters. He failed his daughters. And then she, as a mother, failed her daughters. We can't, look, you want to point the finger at somebody, point the finger at him first and foremost, and then point it at the mom. This is not a state issue at all. This is bullshit. She cited Travis Decker's past mental health struggles after he voluntarily left the U.S. Army and the challenges he faced in obtaining help. Last fall, Whitney had requested changes to the couple's parenting plan, noting that Travis was unstable and had borderline personality disorder. Cozart also told the court that he was homeless and living out of his car. Under a revised parenting plan, Travis Decker was able to see his daughters every other weekend, though he was not able to have them overnight. She really feels the system let her children down. Cozart told King 5, it was the inadequacies in the services of our veterans that killed those children. See, that's absolute bullshit. No. I am not gonna put up with that statement. That's a bullshit statement. This is part of the problem with our country right now. We got people like this making stupid ass comments, putting the blame on the wrong people. And I tell you what, if the mom was that worried, she didn't have to let the girls go. She didn't have to. And she could have stayed close by the daughters while visitation was happening. There's multiple things a mom could have done, and she failed her daughters. And then obviously, if this is what happened, where he's the one that's the perpetrator, he obviously failed them ultimately by killing them, if that's the case. But here's the thing. She failed her daughters. Ultimately, you are responsible. And you can't let an outside source make decisions for you. Yeah, court this, court that. But hey, here's the deal, Mom. If you really don't believe the father's safe, or vice versa, dad's out there, if you don't believe the mom's safe to be with the kids, don't let them have them. Fuck the court. Seriously, screw that. Because ultimately, if she never let him have the girls, no matter what the court said, they'd still be alive. Right? Right. Plain and simple. The state of Washington's weird about stuff when it comes to custody and this, that, and the other. So it's a tragedy that those three youngsters lost their lives, especially in that way, asphyxiation. You know, putting plastic bag over their head and zip tying it, and you know, what are we talking about here? It's kind of crazy. Doesn't sound like something the father would do ultimately, but you know, yeah, the military screws you up in the mind. So who knows? This will be interesting right here. This is by the Washington Post, written by Karen DeYoung. Headline, Rubio announces sanctions on International Criminal Court judges. Ooh, dun, dun, dun. All right, the story reads, Secretary of State Marco Rubio announced new sanctions Thursday on 4 judges of the International Criminal Court, 2 of whom voted to authorize an ICC investigation of U.S. military actions in Afghanistan, and 2 who authorized arrest warrants for Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu. And Yoav Gallant, the former Israeli defense minister. The sanctions, which freeze all U.S.-controlled property and assets of the four, were imposed under an executive order issued in February by President Donald Trump that said the court has engaged in illegitimate and baseless actions targeting America and our close ally, Israel. In a statement, the ICC said it deplores the sanctions designations, calling them a clear attempt to undermine the independence of the court and the mandate of its 125 member states. The court was established in 2002 under the Rome Statute to investigate genocide, war crimes, crimes against humanity, and the crime of aggression. In 2020, the court authorized investigations of alleged war crimes by the Taliban and the U.S. and Afghan governments at the time, leading Trump to sign an executive order authorizing sanctions against the ICC during his first term. No actions has been taken against the United States, although warrants were issued in January for 2 Taliban leaders. Arrest warrants issued last November for Netanyahu and Gallant for alleged war crimes and crimes against humanity related to actions against Palestinians were criticized by both the Biden administration and by Trump. In a statement, Rubio noted that neither the U.S. nor Israel is a party to the Rome Statute. The four judges, all women from Uganda, Peru, Benin, and Slovenia, engaged in illegitimate and baseless actions targeting America or our close ally, Israel, he said. The United States will take whatever actions we deem necessary to protect our sovereignty, that of Israel and any other U.S. ally, from illegitimate actions by the ICC. Fair enough. Fair enough. Dum, dum, dum. Fair enough. Oh, man. P. Diddy trial BS. Like, here, let's just click on it. Another Washington Post story. 21-minute read? Oh, my gosh. We're not doing that. We'll just say, Judge Arun Subramanian delivered a strong warning to Sean Diddy Combs and his lead counsel on Thursday after the hip-hop mogul was twice seen nodding vigorously to witness testimony while directly eyeing the jury. Such interactions are strictly forbidden, and the judge said that if he caught Combs doing it even once more, he'd have him removed from the courtroom. Fair enough. Oh, this should be a good match right here. Novak Djokovic, wearing the Lacoste shirt. Oh, man. Oh, no. Climber dies after falling 3,000 feet on Mount McKinley in Alaska. Ooh. Not good. All right, let's see what else we got here. Let's see. Oh. Wait, what? Trump administration. Wow, this is the Daily Beast, written by Liam Archaki. Wow, okay, hold on. Trump administration bows to judge and brings deportee back to United States? What? Huh? The Trump administration acquiesced to a judge's order that it return a wrongfully deported Guatemalan man. The man, identified in court documents as OCG, has been transported to a detention facility in Arizona, Politico reported. He was deported in February despite a judge blocking his deportation order because of OCG's fears of persecution of being gay. The Trump administration shipped OCG to Mexico, where he said he had previously been held hostage and raped by a group of men rather than seek asylum in Mexico. A fearful OCG fled to Guatemala, where he has lived in hiding ever since. Last month, a federal judge ordered the Trump administration to facilitate OCG's return to the United States so that he can make his case before an immigration judge. The administration has now followed the order, which it has failed to do in other similar cases, including that of Kilmar Abrego Garcia. Unlike Abrego Garcia, though, OCG was not being held by another country's government. Despite following the order, the Department of Homeland Security spokesperson told Politico that America's asylum system was never intended to be used as a de facto amnesty program or a catch-all get out of deportation free card. Right? Come on. Trying to save the gay guy. He made it to Guatemala. He was fine in Guatemala. Why the hell are we playing? Come on now. This is bullshit. Seriously. This is bullshit. Oh, my goodness gracious. All right, here. Oh, yeah, this is awesome. All right. Well, not quite awesome, but, whatever. Yeah, let's click on it here. Uh-oh. No, don't do that. All right. Oh, I thought it'd be an actual... Okay, well, anyways, cargo ship carrying EVs catches fire off Alaska coast. Yeah, damn straight. I was going to read the damn story if they had it, but anyways, doesn't matter. Let's see. Why Trump's plans thwarted by Supreme Court. What do you thwarted? Who thwarted what? And what was the plan? This is Sacramento Bee. The Sacramento Bee. By Jennifer White. So you can imagine what kind of stuff she's put in here. The U.S. Supreme Court drew conservative backlash after stopping President Donald Trump from using the Alien Enemies Act to deport Venezuelan migrants without due process. Uh-oh. Hold on a second. I screwed myself up here. Okay, here we are. The justices overturned a Fifth Circuit Court of Appeals ruling stating that the lower court unnecessarily delayed addressing an emergency restraining order to stop deportations. The court found that the administration failed to provide detainees adequate notice of their removals and the means to challenge these decisions. The Fifth Circuit Judge James C. Ho, appointed by Trump, expressed dissatisfaction with the Supreme Court's ruling in a concurrence regarding the Fifth Circuit's compliance. He criticized the expectation that district judges be available at all times to handle emergency motions, deeming this notion unreasonable. Ho believes that individuals involved in the case identified as members of Tren de Aragua, a designated foreign terrorist organization, should not proceed with the appeal without addressing the government's concerns. Ho contended that the Supreme Court's claim of a 14-hour delay in responding to petitioners overlooked important context. Ho wrote, petitioners identified as members of Tren de Aragua, a designated foreign terrorist organization, should not be allowed to proceed in this appeal. Ho added, as an inferior court, we're duty-bound to follow Supreme Court rulings, whether we agree with them or not. We don't have to like it, but we have to do it. He argued that the request for immediate relief was unreasonable, as the court needed time to properly consider the government's response. He asserted that all parties in litigation, including the president and executive officials, deserve respect from the judiciary. Ho said, "We seem to have forgotten that this is a district court, not a Denny's. he added. If this is going to become the norm, then we should say so. District judges are hereby expected to be available 24 hours a day. And the Judicial Conference of the United States and the Administrative Office of the U.S. Court should secure from Congress the resources and staffing necessary to ensure 24-hour operations in every district court across the country. Ho emphasized that the respect afforded to previous presidents should also extend to the current president, noting that any perception of bias against the Trump administration undermines the integrity of the judicial system. True. Ho said, I write to state my sincere concerns about how the district judge, as well as the president and other officials, have been treated in this case, he added. I worry that the disrespect they have been shown will not inspire continued respect for the judiciary, without which we cannot long function. Yeah. You can't function if nobody trusts you. You can't function. You just can't do it. Oh, yeah, that's a problem. Very interesting. Sorry. My late night scroll over on Rumble is being thwarted. Getting 0 over here, and only myself watching for the last 10, 15, maybe 20 minutes. Interesting. I was kind of looked over and it was like, interesting how I'm the only one watching myself right now over on Rumble. I wonder what I did to piss them off over there. Go figure. The fact that a certain CEO, a certain board member over there on Rumble is a Macedonian Canadian. Macedonia not being too far from Ukraine, also a slightly potentially corrupt country on its own. So you never know why I might be throttled over there on the Rumble. Oh man. Let's see here. Come on. What is this? What is this? Huffington, of course, it's Huffington Post to add to the Musk-Trump spat hits new high as Musk's ex piles on. Really, Musk's ex? Is this the one with the kid, the boy that thinks he's a she? Oh, my goodness. Ashley St. Clair, that's what... Okay. She says, hey, let me know if you need any breakup advice. That's hilarious. That really is hilarious. This story is by Ryan Grenoble. The fallout between Elon Musk and President Donald Trump has officially been taken to a new level as the billionaires feuded in full view Thursday. Ashley St. Clair, a MAGA influencer and one of the many women who have fathered children with Musk, decided it would be the optimal time to chime in. She said, Hey, Donald Trump, let me know if you need any breakup advice, she wrote on X, tagging the president. St. Clair is adept at leveraging her proximity to Musk to play the PR game. In March, the 26-year-old publicly sold her Tesla, telling the media she had to do so in order to make up for the 60% cut that Elon made to our son's child support. That's hilarious. I'm not the only one who is cleaning up after his messes, Ashley St. Clair. She, the alleged mother of Elon Musk's latest child, torches Musk as she sells her Tesla. Oh, yeah?
I'm selling it because I need to make up for the 60% cut that Elon made to our son's child support?
Why do you think that he did that?
That's a great question for him.
You feel like he was sort of like vindictive against you in some way?
Yeah, that's his modus operandi when women speak out.
When was the last time that you spoke to him or tried to speak to him?
February 13th?
But he's just not responding to you at all? How would you characterize him?
Oh man.
You can check the stocks. I am.
Okay.
I'm not the only one
We won't
who's
get you on
lining up
that.
after his passes.
We're not going to get you.
That's so funny. This is the first time I watched this. This is hilarious. I love it. That's funny. Musk has not publicly acknowledged St. Clair's paternity claims. After she spoke up, he claimed to have given her $2.5 million plus $500,000 a year and said that no court order would be needed to determine if he was indeed the boy's father. St. Clair fired back online that she'd asked Musk to confirm paternity through a test before our child, who you named, was even born, but said he'd refused. Then she added, "And you weren't sending me money. You were sending support for your child that you thought was necessary until you withdrew most of it to maintain control and punish me for disobedience. But you're really only punishing your son. It's ironic that your last effort in court was to try to gag me while you use a social media channel you literally own to distribute derogatory messages about me and our child to the entire world. It's all about control with you, and everyone can see it. America needs you to grow up, you petulant man-child." Holy smoke. Okay, so Ashley should never do blonde again. It makes her look so ugly. So ugly. She looks way better in this video.
I'm selling it because
Like, see, this is probably more her natural hair color. She looks way better here. And by the way,
Why do you
like, look at that. Look at that. All right. See, now, and then look at this. And I'm a huge fan of blondes. I'm okay with women doing their hair blonde because blonde looks so good, but not on her. Not on her. She, even if she didn't have the roots here, she looks horrendous with blonde hair. Horrendous. She looks like a flippin' Muppet in this picture. Horrible picture. This, way better. Is this even the same woman? I don't know. Yeah, it is. Okay, yeah. You can see. Okay, she kind of looks like a Muppet here too, but she's got to keep the dark hair. She got to keep the dark hair. Holy smokes! Everybody's piling on the Elon Musk and Trump feud train, I guess. I'd rather them not pull this bullshit, whatever it is, whether it's real or fabricated. I'd rather them just not have this issue right now. Let's see here. Oh boy. Trump Media seeks Bitcoin ETF in latest move into crypto with a company it's worked with before. Trump Media and Technology Group Corp. Oh, that's what it is. TMT, Trump Media and Technology Group Corporation, on Thursday said it had filed a registration statement for an exchange traded fund that would directly hold Bitcoin, the latest move into cryptocurrency by people in President Donald Trump's orbit as his administration tries to deregulate the industry. Trump Media, which runs the social media platform True Social, said that the cryptocurrency exchange, Crypto.com, would be the custodian of the fund. Called True Social Bitcoin ETF, BT, which its registration statement refers to as a trust. If approved, shares of the investment vehicle would list on the NYSE. ARCA, Yorkville America Digital, will act as its sponsor. Yorkville America Digital is a subsidiary of Yorkville America, a Florida investment firm whose products are centered around the digital asset industry and made in America businesses. According to the filing, Yorkville America has worked with Trump Media on other endeavors. Shares of Trump Media and Technology Group Core ended Thursday's extended session down 0.4%. The trust seeks to reflect generally the performance of the price of Bitcoin before payment of the trust expenses and liabilities, the filing said. The shares are intended to constitute a simple and cost-effective means of making an investment similar to an investment in Bitcoin rather than by acquiring, holding, and trading Bitcoin directly on a peer-to-peer or other basis or via a digital asset trading platform, it continued. The move to launch the fund follows the launch of similar Bitcoin ETFs, including ones from big financial firms like BlackRock Incorporated. Trump has also launched his own meme coin. World Liberty Financial, a crypto firm, also has ties to Trump and his family. Last month, Trump Media also said it wrapped up a deal to raise more than $2.3 billion to establish a Bitcoin treasury reserve. Thursday's filing noted that the Yorkville America, the parent company, has other business with Trump Media. Those relationships, and the filing said, could give rise to conflicts of interest that may negatively affect the trust and the shareholders. For example, Yorkville has been selected by the TMTG to advise it on the creation, implementation, and operation of various investments and financial products for the Truth.fi, a platform designed to offer investment products aligned with America First economic priorities, the filing said. Those products, it said, could include other exchange-traded instruments that could hold digital assets such as Bitcoin. The filing added that an affiliate of Yorkville had agreed to buy up to $2.5 billion in shares of Trump Media stock, subject to certain limitations and conditions. Also, it said an affiliate company, Yorkville Securities, served as a co-placement agent in connection with a $2.44 billion private placement of Trump Media's securities in May to be used to help set up the Bitcoin treasury. Over the past 12 months, Trump Media's stock has fallen 56.3%. Bitcoin's price was last around 101,400. Wait. There's another comment. Okay. 101,000, we'll just say, down about 3% over the past 24 hours, according to CoinMarketCap.com. And that's probably because of the Elon little spittle spattle that matters not to anybody. It really shouldn't, unless you're just one of those people that can't help yourselves but get sucked into the drama. This is an interesting, the Trump Media Group, Media and Technology Group. Very interesting thing. Earlier today when I was talking about people who censor me, look, Truth Social's a joke. I have no problem saying it. It should have never been named Truth. If it was named anything other than, I thought it should be called the Trumpeter. To be a trumpeter is very meaningful. And it being a play on Trump's name. Right? Because, hey, I used to be a trumpeter. I played the trumpet, played all brass instruments, in fact. I thought it would be a great name that says a lot. It really says a lot. Instead, they were idiots and called it Truth Social. Complete morons. As long as it's named Truth Social, I won't like it because of the degradation it has upon the truth. You just can't name a social media platform Truth. It's the dumbest thing ever. It's one of the most retarded things ever. Because go ahead, try to prove me wrong. Tell me every single person on that social media platform tells the truth. It doesn't. Not nowhere near. And yet we've got that. And so, I've had my little run-ins with people that bow down to Truth Social like it's this amazing platform, and it's just not. It's not. It's kind of a joke of a platform. And I haven't been on it in quite some time, so maybe I should go check it out. Maybe they've changed some things for the better, because one of the things that really put me off of it was there was no streaming capabilities on Truth Social. So why am I over there? Just to do the whole, I can do that on X, and oh, by the way, I don't even do it on X that much. I sometimes go on little hot streaks, but I don't really care. I think it's kind of a joke to be posting all the time. I really do. I'd rather just put my thoughts and ideas out there in verbal form like I do with the casts. I could sit here and I could just do this crap all day long. I could repost and quote repost and do this and that all day, every day, and it just be super easy and whatever. And then it just becomes a joke to me because it's like, hey, everybody's doing this exact same thing. I'm in a box of flipping. It doesn't matter what social media platform you're on. If you're doing the post game and then getting into little arguments with people in said feeds, it's like, what are you really accomplishing there? Zero. So, I just tend to not do that very much. I find it entertaining from time to time. But even then, it's like, really, I'm just really not into it. So, so Truth Social, as far as what because I was on it really early, and spent like 2 seconds on it. And I was like, yeah, this is dumb. Why am I here? Because all I've ever wanted was platforms where everybody can speak freely, no matter what side of the fence they're on, no matter what walk of life they're from. And you just don't get that. Social media gets broken up into cliques and little groups, and X, because of its Twitter heritage, X seems to be a little bit more left of center, and Truth Social is right of center of the like. You're so far right on Truth Social on a lot of aspects that it's like, what the hell are we even? What are we doing over here? This is. It's a little crazy. So, I prefer using platforms, whether I agree with their politics or not. I prefer the ones that are good. And like I said, I haven't seen Truth Social in a while. Maybe it's gotten a lot better, but the last time I was on there, it was a joke. It wasn't that good. It's kind of like Rumble. Rumble's great, but it's not the best, and it probably never will be. I was really hyped up when I first got onto Rumble, and then when I realized they're no different than the rest of the social media platforms, and they think they're going to compete with YouTube, that's a joke. They think they're going to compete with X, that's a joke. They've got to find their own little niche, stay in it, and tweak it a little bit. But even then, it's like, hey, this social media stuff is somewhat of a fad to a point. And, it doesn't matter what platform you're on. I mean, like, come on. I'm streaming to Twitch, YouTube, X, and Rumble. Should I be streaming to all the rest of them as well? Probably. Kick, Trovo I got booted off of, but I just make a new flipping account. I've never done Facebook might be the one I'll never do. Never say never, but I'm most likely Facebook, since its inception, I've always been like, that's dumb. Seriously, I've always thought Facebook was dumb since day one. Like, that's dumb. I know I'm one of those rare people. But yeah, outside of Facebook, at some point maybe I'll start streaming to all these other platforms. But think about all the different social media platforms. Think about how they get all broken up and divided. And who kind of goes to what. Some of it, it's like driving a car. Some people like Dodges, some people like Fords, some people like Chevys, GMCs, some people like Teslas, some people, Ferraris, Lamborghinis. You got every single car manufacturer out there, Hyundai, Nissan, BMW, Mercedes, and the list goes on. That's social media platforms. They're all pretty much the same. They all pretty much do the exact same thing. But depending on who you are, and you see the logo, do I like the logo? Do I like the color? Do I like this, that, and the other? Do I like the format on the screen? Do I like the interaction that I have with certain people there? Do I like, do I like it? Do I like the aesthetics of it? Is this me? A lot of people are like that with everything in life. It's kind of why it's easy to manipulate people. It's easy to manipulate the masses. When you start realizing these things, you start looking at social media on this whole different level, and you're like, good God, what am I doing right now? Knowing that I can be censored at any time by anybody, and I can right now, probably not hardly anybody at all watching me or hearing me across any of these platforms, where somebody else who basically just does their makeup, gets sucked into drama, cannot articulate a full sentence properly, that person has hundreds of thousands of people listening to them. Why is that? Well, because the people who run these social media platforms, depending on what they're trying to push, what the narrative is, they want those people to be seen and heard more than me. They want the people to see idiots and elevate the idiots, be like, this is what you need to be like. You got to be like this idiot. But they don't call them idiots. They're like, oh, this person's super smart. You want to be like this person. You don't want to be like that person. You want to be like them. You start looking at it like that, and you're like, oh my gosh, what kind of insanity is this right now? And it is. It really is quite insane when you think about it this way. But yeah, I outed myself talking about Elon and Donald Trump and their little spat, whatever this is, lovers quarrel. And I lean more in favor of Trump for multiple different reasons, but Trump has the same problem Elon does. I know Elon. Hey, Elon, what's up? No, I don't really know him, but hey, Elon, I know Elon censored me. His platform has censored me multiple times, and he continues to censor me on some sort of a level. I also believe that Rumble censors me and has been for a while, and I knew that and said that well before I thought or knew that Donald Trump was involved with Rumble on some level through the Trump Media Technology Group. Trump Media and Technology Group is tied in with Rumble at some level, and I had zero clue about it when I first started going in on Rumble's BS. And I had zero clue that Trump really had so much control over Truth Social. I thought he had a little bit, and I thought he was what really pushed it. But, and quite frankly, it doesn't change how I feel about Truth Social. It's a joke. It's 100% a joke. And does that help me out? No, it doesn't help me to be able to say the truth, right? The actual truth, without having to put it on some stupid platform that calls itself the truth. But had I known, maybe I might have taken a little bit different angle at things potentially, but I doubt it. Yeah. Because I live in reality. I don't live in a fantasy world where I'm going to lie to everybody out there and say, oh, yeah, thank you for all your support, Truth Social people. Oh, thank you. I'm so glad you came over to Rumble to find me and then drag me back over to Truth Social. I'm so happy for that. Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, no, I'm not doing that. No, because the majority of people over there on Truth Social don't know their head from their asshole. Because a lot of them are the Qers, a lot of them are the Anoners, a lot of them are these people that are so easily steered in whatever damn direction. They were loving Elon the other day, and I guarantee you they're hating Elon right now. Just because of President Trump. What a joke. The other day they were rolling coal on protesters in front of Elon's Tesla dealerships to kind of dissuade those protesters from protesting against Elon. Today, those people that were rolling coal on those protesters are now rolling coal just on any Tesla they see, or right in front of the Tesla dealership that has 0 protesters. Isn't that funny how that switches? Isn't that funny just how much President Trump and Elon can affect the temperature in the room being the United States of America, well, the world for that matter. And stocks go up or down based on President Trump and Elon, and that's insane. It really is insane. It's funny, I got a few people from Rumble to start listening, and as soon as I started hammering on True Social, they out. It's so funny. It is absolutely insane. People are so frail. So frail. Ooh. Mila Kunis. Oh man, she's something else, ain't she? Anyway. I want to see I wanted to see her in her little Bermuda shorts. Where's the Bermudas? Oh, there they are. Oh, yeah, she's looking good there. Looking really good. And she's like Ukrainian or something too, right? Pretty sure she's Ukrainian. I always thought she was a Mexican. she I'm serious. I thought she was just a hot Mexican girl. But she's like Ukrainian or something. Oh shit. It just cracks me up. Anyways. All right, let me oh wait, hold on. Pentagon to make change to military oversight of Greenland report. Well, does that mean there's something important going on here in the near future of Greenland? It's a USA Today article written by Kim Helmgard. Helmgard. Oh, Helmgard. All right. This is out of Ilulissat, Greenland. The Pentagon is planning to put its military oversight of Greenland under U.S. Northern Command, according to a report, a largely symbolic gesture that comes as President Donald Trump continues to press for the world's largest island to break from Denmark. Greenland is currently the purview of U.S. European Command, which is headquartered in Germany. That's a problem. U.S. Northern Command is in charge of defending the U.S. homeland, and the shift more closely aligns with Trump's pledge to take control of the Danish territory. Thank God. Trump talked about acquiring Greenland during his first term, but since winning re-election, he has repeatedly riffed on the strategic importance of Greenland for U.S. national security, including missile defense programs and keeping tabs on Russian and Chinese naval activity in the Arctic. Greenland is also rich in natural resources such as oil, gold, and rare earth minerals. Yes, it is. Denmark and the semi-autonomous Faroe Islands will remain under U.S. European command, according to Political, effectively creating a symbolic and operational split between those territories. The Pentagon's move is sure to anger Denmark, which has repeatedly stressed that Greenland is not for sale, and Trump's stated position does not amount to serious discussion. I don't know. The Danish embassy in Washington, D.C. did not return a request for comment, nor did the Joint Arctic Command. Denmark's Greenland-based Arctic security mission that consists of units such as inspection ships, patrol vessels, aircraft, helicopters, and the Sirius Dog Sled Patrol. A U.S. Department of Defense spokesperson said there were no announcements to make and deferred all questions about the move to the White House, which declined comment. The Pentagon has 11 combatant commands, 4 functional, such as U.S. Special Operations Command and U.S. Cyber Command, and 7 based on geography. Interesting. Yeah, that's going to that's going to make Denmark squirm just a little bit, I think. All right, let's see. Let's get rid of that. Holy smokes, let's get rid of that. Let's click on this. Oh, look. Oh, my goodness. He knew. This is funny. That's funny stuff right there. That's funny stuff. All right, let's see. 140 posts. I haven't even scrolled through these ones. All right, let's just do that. Laura Ingraham, look at this. What do we got here? Some weed? Laura Ingraham says, this is Dr. Mark Siegel. People think weed is going to help you sleep at night, decrease your anxiety, treat pain. None of that has been shown medically. It increases your anxiety. It doesn't help you sleep. It doesn't treat pain. All right, hold the flipping phone.
I don't know what they're doing, but I'll tell you something. With 50 million or more people smoking pot regularly in this country, now grandma and grandma getting into the act, almost 10%, it's going to send absolutely the wrong message. And I'll tell you why this is happening. Because they think it has medicinal use. They think it's going to help you sleep at night. They think it's going to decrease your anxiety and decrease your pain. None of that has been shown medically. It increases your anxiety. It doesn't help you sleep at night, and it doesn't treat pain. 39 states where it's medicinally used is a disgrace, and that's what led to the 24 states where it's recreationally used. People flooding emergency rooms, people getting into car accidents. They say, well, it's safer than alcohol, but they're taking it with alcohol, and it's doubling the amount of car accidents with both substances on board over the last 2 decades. I'm really worried about this. I don't know what they're doing, but...
All right, so Dr. Mark Siegel, who I have liked some of his stuff that he's done in the past, he is flat out lying right now. Flat out lying. I do not know what the hell this is all about. But it's bullshit. I've used cannabis in the past to treat my pain. I have severe pain that I've lived with since I was a teenager. And, I can mentally block it out, but the use of cannabis really, really helps from time to time. But it's just something, the pain that I have, I've just grown accustomed to, and being able to just not think about it. And, but it's nice to have a reprieve from having that internal block and just be able to fully relax. Boy, oh boy. Look, to each their own. Again, this thing, it doesn't matter. See, again, like the arguments that Dr. Siegel is giving doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what you use it for. But he says it matters. I disagree. I don't believe it matters. This is a liberty thing. This has nothing to do with anything other than your liberties. And you should be able to smoke weed, cannabis, eat it, ingest it. You should be able to ingest whatever you want to ingest because it's your body. And it's your life, and nobody should be able to tell you what you can and cannot have. And people like Dr. Siegel, he is obviously in the camp of control. He wants to control other people. He wants to take away your decision. You don't get to choose. Sorry. I believe it's bad for you, so you don't get to choose. Tough poo-poo. You know, that's his obvious take on it. So it's like, come on now. Seriously? Mm-mm-mm. What is going on here? See, okay, runway fashion shows are supposed to be specifically for like it's supposed to be wearable to a certain extent. Like what is like this is just dumb. Is this AI at some point? Like, are we gonna put a human torso on top of a rolly thing? You know, so and just you know, obviously he's powering it and walking, but is that something that's gonna happen? Just slap the torso on there. And that's a dude. That's not a chick. And this is supposed to be some sort of flippin' dress type thing. It's just. The people of the world have gotten stupid. And he's not even good looking. Wow. Anyways. It says, describe modern fashion shows in one word. Dumb. It's like, where's the runway? Where they're above everybody else. Where's the runway? Where's the lights? Where's everything? Where, these new fashion shows that they've been showing are just absolutely retarded. Anyways. Origami ballet. Oh, shit. What? That's kind of cool. Let's see here. Let's start it over. So AI did this. It's pretty cool. It is pretty cool. AI. Okay, that's pretty cool. See, AI can do some pretty cool stuff. Oh, here we go. Russian news. Who stormed Berlin? The Americans? The British? The French? No, it was the Red Army. 80% of Nazi Germany's military was crushed by the Soviet Union. Don't twist history just because it's inconvenient now, President Putin. That's not a joke. Ooh, buddy. Ooh, buddy. Mom walks out after her son picked his dream school. She wanted him to go to Alabama or Tennessee? That's hilarious. Yeah, they're in the Alabama colors, and he decided to go with Florida. And was his dad or brother had the orange, Tennessee orange? Oh, my goodness. Funny. What? These people are stupid. Okay, so he had to leave. Elon had to leave no matter what. Okay, he was hired as a temporary government employee. So this shit, okay, Lin P, you're retarded. What the hell? Oh my gosh, the amount of stupid people on this planet, and then like her. Let's see, Lin P has. Let's just do that. 239,000 people have seen this post. 4.8 thousand people have liked it. 1.2 thousand people have reposted it, and 458 people have commented on it. She has a total of 73,000 followers. And she's stupid. All right. Because, I respect his decision to walk away. I can't blame him. Yeah, well, again, he had to go. He didn't choose to walk away. He had to go. Gee, Christmas. I swear to God. People don't listen. People don't understand. I'm sick of it. Oh, man. Hey, this is pretty cool. I want some bricks like these. Badass. That's fact. Those are badass. Love it. Love it. All right. Ooh, hey, this is great. Let's listen to this.
And when I spoke to President Putin, I had a 2-hour and 15-minute call with him. Sometimes, and this is me speaking maybe in a negative sense, but sometimes you see two young children fighting like crazy. They hate each other and they're fighting in a park. And you try and pull them apart. They don't want to be pulled. Sometimes you're better off letting them fight for a while and then pulling them apart. And I gave that analogy to Putin yesterday. I said, President, maybe you're going to have to keep fighting and suffering a lot because both sides are suffering before you pull them apart, before they're able to be pulled apart. But it's a pretty known analogy. You have two kids, they fight. Sometimes you let them fight for a little while. You see it in hockey. You see it in sports. And when I spoke to
Freda is in the house over on Rumble. I've got some people watching over on Rumble now, finally. Freda says, browsing through a lot of fake news, I see. Well, yeah, I mean, whatever. I'm just, yeah. I mean, it's X right now. And yeah, if you're talking about, or was she? Did I miss it? Oh, I already went. Wait, what? Where'd she go? They pull it after I comment on it? What the heck? Oh, this one right here, yeah. Yeah, it's like, come on now. Anyways. And then Trump with the, yeah, I don't know. Doesn't matter. Vladimir Putin news. President Putin has ordered to ready Orshnik missiles. A reminder, Orshnik is 10 times faster than speed of sound, and this is how it flies. Okay. Okay, that's actually pretty awesome. Charlie Kirk with a mic drop. Let's hear it.
Is Donald Trump's name in the Epstein files? Look, honestly, I'm so sick of this. First of all, as you know, President Trump and Elon Musk are fighting. I have a lot of respect for both of them and very thankful for what Elon did for purchasing X. Just so you know, President Trump's name was actually in the Epstein files going back to February. That's right. In February, they were there. And look, this idea that he's on the clients list or some nonsense, being in Palm Beach, of course you're going to be listed in a long document. He was once friends with Jeffrey Epstein, and then he kicked him out of his club for being creepy towards young girls. It's very important to note that all this online nonsense, just go and look back. President Trump's own administration released Epstein files back in February where his own name was mentioned, not as a criminal, not as doing anything wrong, in fact, for acting correctly and properly. You must separate fact from fiction on this. It's too bad Elon and Trump are fighting. In fact, I did an entire episode on this, an entire podcast on this that I hope you guys check out. But no, oh my goodness, Donald Trump's in the Epstein files. You know what? Maybe you should actually go read the Epstein files that are already publicly available. And yes, President Trump was mentioned in no criminal way whatsoever. And we're trying to also believe that after 10 years, they finally got Donald Trump in some way because he's being accused by Elon because there's like this massive social media food fight. Not true. Total BS, fake news. And we stand with Team America as President Trump continues to fight for the future of Western civilization.
And there you go. There you go, Charlie Kirk, laying it out. I don't know. That's not quite fake news, is it, Fred? Is it there? Maybe. What the heck? Oh my gosh. People be punished and thrown in jail for doing what? What happened?
Was there something I could have said to make your heart beat better? If only I'd have known you were the storm to weather. So
Ignoring the dog? Did they kick him out? More fake news. Wait a minute. What? She already birthed the darn baby. Like what's going on there? It's weird. Right. It's so true. It's so true. Grandpa Trump, right? You wouldn't let. It's so funny. The whole thing's funny, and I'm getting a kick out of the whole thought process game with it. 100%. All right. Wait, what?
A smile of the teenager in the courtroom increased his prison term from 25 years to 285 years.
Sentenced by the parties, but watching you sit there, smile and laugh and shake your head like this was no big deal. We'll go to trial, and if you're convicted of felony murder, you'll go to prison for the rest of your life. That means you'll die there. That's what I'm tempted to do.
Dana Wright, 18 years old, was with two friends in October. Jermarius Ellison, 19, and Delreno Gracie, 18. Robbery of 18-year-old high school student Jordan Clay in Ann Arbor. But it was strongly resisted by Jordan. Wright pulled the trigger in the chaos. Jordan deceased in his apartment in Songhu Village, just a few miles from his home, and was found.
It's just, none of it's real. That's weird. Oh, none of it added up. Oh my goodness. Like, I don't even know what to say about any of this stuff at this point. Wait, what's going on here? What? What the? What? That's a Ubisoft game? What the? Okay.
This is a serious escalation.
Wait, what?
Okay, so everyone's seen the bombshell. Elon Musk,
Bombshell?
in a fit of rage,
Okay, you're an
just
idiot.
Alluded that Donald Trump is on the Epstein
He wasn't
files.
having a fit of rage.
This is a serious escalation. And to Elon Musk, I say this. One, I don't believe you, because the Biden administration, if it was true, would have already dropped it to try to get rid of Trump before the election.
All right, I can't listen to this idiot. All right, Freda says the big bill does sound stupid if it creates another $2 trillion in debt. All right, so here's the deal. The big bill, I've skimmed through half of it so far. I hate big bills. I don't like any bill that's more than like one page, right? I'm a guy that's one topic, one page, one bill, one vote. Like, that's me, right? One topic. So keep it to a page per bill. All right, but this big, beautiful bill actually is beautiful. What's happening is the distraction with the money end of things. So the money end of things, all right, nobody likes to have to spend more money, but here's the deal. The money is going to be spent here in America on us. It's an investment on us. If it goes through as it stands, doesn't have to. But it's so Doge got rid of all the frivolous well, that's another thing about the bill. What Doge has done, this bill actually wipes out all the bullshit frivolous spending, all the hermaphrodite frog studies and the mice tranny studies and all of that kind of crap. This bill wipes all of that gone. And then it replaces that with actual proper spending on things that we need to actually focus on here in the United States, where the money represents you, the money represents it represents all of us because it's our money. Setting that aside, this bill secures, again, getting rid of a whole bunch of BS that was put onto us by the Biden administration and even previous before that, before Trump's first term. It guts so much. It's like, boom. It's like flipping a switch, getting rid of a whole bunch of shit immediately. So while I understand the argument for not wanting to add another trillion in debt, the reality is it's not. President Trump has gotten how much investment? Just in his trip to the Middle East, he got over $5 trillion in initial investments for here in the United States of America. We have, and that's just over in the Middle East. That visit to Saudi Arabia, $5 trillion. Then I haven't even gotten to talking about the Chinese deal that he supposedly has done. What about the EU deal, or not the EU, UK deal? There's probably going to be a deal done with the EU. We are going to have such an influx in cash. Now, in order to make money, you got to spend money. Them's the facts. But if we have that much influx coming this direction with trade deals and then outside entities wanting to come and invest here with their businesses, knowing what the tariffs are going to force. So we stay steadfast with the tariffs. We force everybody to have to come here to then sell their products to us here, made by us. Tons of money for this country. And if we start to actually open things up to drill more oil, cut down the forests again, cut down trees, start logging again, start commercial fishing again, start the oil, natural gas, all of these things, mining, just shoot through the roof on all of this stuff. This big, beautiful bill, while it has some problems with it, every bill has problems with it because they're so big. It's like, just one topic, one page, one topic, one page, one vote, one bill. That's what I want. That's what I want. I think that's what everybody should want. We can't get there quite yet. So Trump's trying to do all of this all on one shot, and he doesn't even like everything that's in the bill because, remember, he didn't write the bill himself. He just got some input. There were other people that wrote this, and this is Congress did this, and then it passed Congress. Now it's in the Senate. Senate's going to kind of... and then they're going to kick it back to Congress, and then Congress is going to negotiate some more, and then kick it to the president, potentially. And the reality is, if the biggest issue is the financial side of things, people are missing the bigger picture with this. Because here's also the other thing about this bill. $2 trillion isn't, like, we're not necessarily having to spend it. We're saying Well, it's more than that a little bit, I think. But we're saying that we have access to it and we can spend that because that's what we're able to do with the budget. If you have a budget of X amount, do you have to spend the money? Do you have to spend the money that you've been given for a budget? No, you do not. You do not have to do that. Now, the history in this country for a little while now has been Congress has made this weird thing. Use it or you lose it. So if they give you a budget of X amount, you better spend every single last penny of that budget, or you're not going to get the same budget next time around. They'll lower your budget if you don't spend all of it next time around. That's what they've been doing. So they have all been operating for so many decades now of use it or lose it. Those days are done. You do not have to use it, and it doesn't mean you're going to lose it. We could now run where we have a budget of X and never, ever get anywhere near to topping out that budget. Never get anywhere near to spending every single last penny. Never. But we then have a surplus to be able to work with if we have to, in case of emergency rainy day fund. So if we start utilizing it in that manner and then building up our resources and building up our manufacturing and doing all these things through trade and whatnot, this is going to be brilliant. But you know what? I tell you what, there's a lot of people that it just goes over their head because they hear one little snippet of this, one little snippet of that, and they lose their mind, which I get it because you're just focused in on what you're hearing. Okay, fine. Go do what I did. Go start skimming through it. I mean, the first part of this is brilliant. It's brilliant. I'm like, wait, you're getting rid of what? You're getting like it's just ka-choo, ka-choo, ka-choo. Because this is not a bill that is just focused on spending. It's not just about the money. It's about getting rid of a ton of crap. It's like doing a little switcheroo. If you don't get rid of this crap that's in the bill, you don't do the tax cuts for all of us. This is tax cuts are for all of us here. You don't get rid of all of this. You literally find yourself in a world of hurt. You think it's going to be bad if we pass the bill and keep tariffs. If we don't pass the bill and we don't keep tariffs, we're done. Because we're not getting out of this if we don't do it this way. There's only really one way to do this, and it's pretty much this way. And I'm saying, and I don't agree with the bill wholeheartedly. I don't. There's stuff in it where I'm like, what the? Again, one topic, one paragraph, or one page, one paragraph. Wouldn't it be nice if it was one topic, one paragraph? But one topic, one page, one bill, one vote. Be done with it. That's it. And that's what I would like. I think that's what everybody would like. It would be a lot easier to keep up with this stuff and have conversations about it, and maybe nothing ever gets done, which is what government really is supposed to do. Check and balance. Check and balance. You're not supposed to, like, do deals, reach across the aisle, and then, negotiate with our liberties. That's what the Congress has been doing for so long, is negotiate with our liberties when they do legislation and bills and this, that, and the other. And it's absolute horseshit that they do it that way. But that's what they've been doing. So until we can get it how I want it and how probably you want it, this is what we're left with. And the only way that we're able to, and I'm not saying it's okay, but this is better than the alternative. And granted, Elon has made some good points, but Elon is 100% missing some things. He's missing some things. So unless he wants to just pony up and pay, for everything and do everything on his own, then, I mean, it's just, yeah. Freda says, same. That bill is too big, is too big. There's a lot of sneaky stuff like more surveillance by Palantir. Palantir. Yeah, well, they've got, it's kind of like the Patriot Act stuff. They've added more shit to it, which, hey, by the way, for everybody who's worried about surveillance and having more surveillance, Fourth Amendment, okay, remember the Fourth Amendment. We need to get that back. We need to get rid of the Patriot Act, and that's still not going to stop everybody from being surveilled. Social media and the internet is surveilling all of us at all times. So that's why I get irritated with the people that don't show their face on the camera or won't use their real voice. They're delusional. They think by not showing their face that they're able to keep privacy. And maybe from the people at large, but the government knows exactly who the hell they are. They can track you at any time. They can follow you. They can they know. They don't actually have to follow you by foot anymore or in person. They can follow you based on your phone ping. They can follow you based on all sorts of stuff. And it's just a digital tracing. Digital footprint everywhere. They can track every move that you make if you have a phone on you. If you've your computer access, your every time you swipe your card, we've all known this. And so for people to play this game like, oh, I'm gonna, it's like it's absurd. This is why I'm always like so open with everything. I'm just saying the shit, and there's not many people that will say the things that I say on any platform because they're too scared. Oh my gosh, I gotta be careful. And then those asshats that are like, I'm never gonna show my face. I gotta protect myself. It's like, nah, you're an idiot. It's like they already like. Who are you protecting yourself from? Who? You think somebody's gonna dox you and come take you out? Like, I mean, that's reserved for some really nut jobby people to do that, which they exist. But the majority of anybody who's really scared and worried isn't going to say anything that might set a nut jobby off and coming to track you down. Trust me, I've already said everything anybody could ever say to set somebody off to try to come track me down. I've been doing this for 3 years, and I haven't had anybody yet, knock on wood, I haven't had anybody as of yet have the balls enough to come to my house and look at me in the eyes and then pull the trigger or do something stupid to try to take me out. I haven't gotten any death threats. I haven't gotten anything of that nature. And quite frankly, it's probably because I'm censored so much. They won't let me be seen or heard by the majority. And that's too bad. It's actually too bad, but, whatever. it's whatever. It is what it is. But anyways, I mean, the big, beautiful bill is beautiful in so many areas. There are a few little catch-ums here and there, which is, and to your point, Fred, it's like, yeah, they do put sneaky stuff in there. They also put stuff in there that they want to ditch. They just throw it in there, knowing that that's going to be something that they can use as a piece, like a chip on the table. They're putting it out there, but they know they're going to pull it off. It's a pawn. It's a sacrificial lamb. That's another thing I don't like about this. They negotiate with our liberties. They negotiate with all of these things, and it's like it just is beyond me that we continue to let these people do that. But that's how they've been playing the game for so long. And no one has the cojones enough to actually stand up and say, no more. Just one topic, one page, one bill. End of story. And I've said it for a long time, but this is not how it works right now. I'm hopeful that we get to that point sooner than later. Hopefully in our lifetime, we get to that point. I mean, I mean, and I'll tell you, this big, beautiful bill is not as big as some other bills, many other bills that we've had come across. This big, beautiful bill is not too big, not too small. I'm not going to say it's too, there's never such thing as too small, but it's not too big. It's not nearly as big as many other bills before it. which makes it actually beautiful. And the fact that it does a lot of things that we all want it to do, as far as get rid of extra taxation, excess taxation, get rid of all of these fraudulent expenditures that was going on, get rid of a whole bunch of other stuff. This is just it's fantastic in that sense. There's a few little hiccups here and there. So we'll see how it plays out, because remember, once the Senate gets done with it, it kicks back to the House. The House then does a reconciliation type thing after everybody's kind of monkeyed with it, and then it either passes in the House and goes back to the president, and then goes to the president, or it doesn't get passed. So we'll see. We will see how it all works out. So, yeah, I don't know. If only people would listen to me. Damn it. If only people would listen to me, which, oh, wait, yeah, they're not. I mean, not the masses, at least. The very few, the 1%ers are listening to me. Not that that's a good thing. All right, here, America maimed Canada. Be sure there is a full tank of gas in the car, too. Wait, what?
To prevent the possibility of being attacked in your home, leave your fobs at your front door. Because they're breaking into your home to steal your car. They don't want anything else.
If somebody's breaking in your house, you're more than welcome to shoot them in Santa Rosa County. We prefer that you do, actually. We have a gun safety class we put on every other Saturday, and if you take that, you'll shoot a lot better, and hopefully you'll save the taxpayers money.
To prevent the possibility of being attacked in your home, leave your fob.
That's awesome. So in Canada, they say leave your key at the front door, so they'll just take your car and go, which that's bullshit. He's an idiot. That's like, it's so stupid. And then for the guy here in the United States to say, we would like you to just shoot them, please. That's epic. I love that. I love it. Former NFL linebacker Marshall McFadden has found a new hunger for competition as a NASCAR jackman. Hell yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Except why not do Formula One there, bro? Why NASCAR? I mean, I guess if you like NASCAR. The jackman thing is badass, though. I love that. I mean, I would do that. Look at that, man. He jacks, and then he moves the dang. I mean, holy smoke, dude's on fire. I gotta see that again. Just like boom, boom. He ain't monkeying around. What? Oh, I love that. Drones can now fly and swim. Future warfare will be very different. All right, everybody, just so y'all know, like, this isn't new. Like, this type of stuff's been around for quite some time, and warfare's really not going to change too much, other than there will be a drone for every single human being on the planet, and probably maybe 2 or 3 drones for every single human being on the planet. So it's like, good luck. Make sure you have your personal deactivation device on you, so it's pinging. So anything that gets close to you like this, it'll just die. Your frequency jammer. Make sure you have a frequency jammer on you, just in case. Because if you start seeing like a swarm of drones, just turn the damn thing on. And at least you'll be protected by your little personal jammer bubble. Freda says Canada is cooked. That's right. Canada will be part of the United States of America sooner than later. Let's see. What? It's absolutely insane. Okay, so look, Elon complained, like, keep the EV solar incentive cuts in the bill. Even though no oil and gas subsidies are touched, very unfair, but ditch the mountain of disgusting pork in the bill. Well, again, I haven't gotten to the mountain of disgusting pork yet that I have seen. So, but I haven't finished skimming the bill. But Elon said, very unfair. Look, hey, asshole, EV and solar incentives, why? Like, electric vehicles aren't actually better for the planet at this point in time, and neither is solar. We're finding out you're creating a lot more crap that can't be recycled, Elon. Anyways. Let's see here. Wait, what? Wait. Hold on here.
What's the tariff on bananas? Americans, by the way, love bananas. We buy billions of them a year. I love bananas. What's the tariff on bananas?
The tariff on bananas would be representative of the countries that produce them.
And what's that tariff?
Generally 10%.
Correct, 10%. Walmart has already increased the cost of bananas by 8%.
But as countries do deals with us, that will go to zero. As countries do deals with us, that will go to zero.
But the cost is on the American consumer now and on the businesses with the confusion now. Mr. Secretary, I believe you know better. I believe you recognize that a trade deficit is not something to fear. I believe you know that predictability, stability.
Wait. Did she just say a trade deficit is not something you should? Man, this is a dumb woman. Is this Janice Dean, Ms. Dean? I can't remember where she is an absolute moron. Absolute moron. Like, she didn't hear. This will end up going to zero at some point once they do deals. The whole tariff, like, wow, I'm going to let her finish.
Is essential for businesses. I wish you would show that truth to this administration, and I yield back.
Time of the gentlelady is expired.
Would you mind, Mr. Chairman, if I make one quick comment to the end? Would that be okay?
I'm sorry?
Would you mind if I make one quick comment to the representative?
Sure. Please.
There's no uncertainty if you build in America and you produce your product in America, there will be no tariff.
We can't
so
produce
the concept
bananas in
of
America.
building in America and paying no tariff
We cannot,
is very, very clear.
We cannot
Fighting
build
for
bananas in America.
Time of the gentlelady has expired.
Wait.
Mr. Clyde?
Did she just say you can't build bananas in America? I'm pretty sure we can grow bananas here in the United States. We do have some bananas growing here, just not in mass. And I think Costa Rica has a lot of bananas and a lot of pineapples that we have. Also Hawaii, and I can't remember where else. But yeah, again, we do have areas that grow bananas that are maybe not states, but territories, United States territories. So, Ms. Dean, stop being an idiot. Like Freda's over here said, man, what an idiot. Cunt. So there you go. And, hey, stop shopping at Walmart, by the way. Again, don't shop at Walmart. I've been an anti-Walmart person forever. And why are you, Walmart bumped it 8% already. Well, because Walmart is a POS company. Wait, why is what a thing? What's going on? Tara Bull, what is the thing here? Hold on.
What is it?
Yeah. Did you guys see this? The tan line tattoos. So they tattoo your skin white like you just had a tan line. So
What is it you see?
it's
Tell me what do you
weird.
believe in? Would you keep your schedule free for me? Love it here, please. And go home, get deep for me.
It's an optical illusion. It makes their skin. Look at that. That's a tattoo. That's a tattoo. What are we doing? Ladies, do not get this stupid tan line tattoo. It's an optical illusion for the rest of us. It makes, when they do the white tan line tattoo, it makes their skin look darker. And it's just like, holy smokes, can we just not do that? That's it's a level of stupidity. What a beautiful young lady that went and got a stupid tattoo. But look, oh man. Absolutely crazy. Wait, what are we doing here? This video angle is incredible. Is it? Let's see. Is it? Oh, the level of retardation. Absolutely fantastic. Yeah. A gimmick. It's a gimmick. Everybody knew what was going on there. Even him. How stupid. When he realized red is the good part. The rind is really good. I like the rind. Rind is really good. But yeah. Cats are awesome. Just saying. Cats are the best ever. They really are. Anyways, just saying. We thought they were clean. What? Wipes? What do you mean? Wait, huh? Oh, shit. Oh, I see what. Really? Huh? Where are the. Huh? Wait. I'm confused with that whole process there. Huh. Holy smokes. Wait. That's a real.
De verdade, gente. Olha só. Olha que coisa mais linda. Nossa, você deve estar docinho.
What?
Isso aí, pessoal. Agora a gente vai mostrar pro mundo todo que é de verdade isso aqui, viu? Aqui é de verdade, gente. Olha só. Olha que coisa mais linda.
Wow, that's a big ass watermelon. Hell yeah, childhood memories. Let's do it again. Made the jump, damn it, made the jump. That was cool. Ever wonder how South Park episodes are made in just 6 days? Yeah.
Hey, Mr. Nakayama, you know that China and Japan are actually a different country? Oh, really? That's right. And if you look at a map, you see China and Japan separate by a body of water. Oh.
This place, City Sushi, is new. Some Japanese guy opened up City Sushi right next to fucking City Walk, and everyone thinks it's Chinese food and that it's better Chinese food, and that makes him furious. It's super important to these two people that everyone understands the fucking difference. So they do an assembly together. Mr. Kim and Mr. Yakimoto present Chinese, Japanese, what's the diff?
Today we're going to have an assembly on diversity of Asian cultures. Right. And now here is Mr. Liu Kim. He goes, and he comes out. Okay, kids, today we have a special assembly, okay? We're going to learn about the diversity of Asian people. Okay, please welcome Mr. Liu Kim and Mr. Junichi Nakayama.
Ni hao ma, South Park Elementary! Konnichiwa! How are we all feeling? Yay, boy! Did
Did you know that China and Japan are actually a different countries? Oh, really?
Oh, really? Those guys are hilarious. When they say, go with the village girl, the village girl. Oh, that's funny stuff right here. Patrick Bet David, who actually punched Elon Musk? Who actually gave Elon Musk the black eye? Patrick Bet David thinks someone might have swung on him during a heated meeting, and that's what led to him going nuclear on Trump. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know about that. Not one bit, but whatever. What the heck? I'm a dad, y'all. I'm about to have my third child. Pregnancy is not a woman's thing. Ever seen a pregnant father? Well, you have now, apparently. Wait, what?
If I am transitioning, why am I pregnant when that's such a woman thing to do? I would, first of all, like to say that it is free for me, because one person asked why I don't do like surrogacy. I feel like I'm doing surrogacy for myself. It's free for me. If I have the parts, I'm a dad, y'all. I'm about to have my third child. If I have it, I'm going to get my well use out of it. So I am going to grow the baby myself. I have it. I'm going to get my use out of it. And then I'm going to get it cut out. I have these. I'm going to get my use out of them. When they're done, gone. Pregnancy is not feminine for me. It's not like a woman thing for me, because I'm not a woman. And when I'm pregnant, I'm still not a woman. If I am transitioning...
You shouldn't have children. You're insane. 100% insane. What the heck is going on here? Like, wow. Turning your pet's fail into art. That's actually kind of cool. What the? Oh, wow. I mean, I'm sorry if I had like this is not hanging out with you ever again. If you're a woman and you have a tattoo like this, you might be one of the most disgusting people on the planet. I'm serious. It's just level again, like the thing said. Ian Miles Chong said, "This is the final boss of basic bitch tattoos." Yeah, I mean, don't be a basic bitch, please. Please don't. George Dibb. It all makes sense now. What all makes sense now? Wait. What the heck? Come on. Okay, what else here? What do we got here? I gotta look at the time here. Oh my goodness gracious, Great Balls on Fire. I'm gonna put in 2 hours doing this. This is true right here. Elon said, you get taxed on what you earn, you get taxed on what you buy, you get taxed on what you own, taxes, and then what does it get spent on? A bunch of the stuff it gets spent on you don't even agree with. Correct, Elon. But here's the thing. This bill gets rid of a ton of taxes, and the money that we want to spend on certain things is stuff we want to spend money on. So this bill's not a bad thing necessarily. Some of it, I've never not said that. I've never said, like, yeah. Well, hello. Well, hello. Wait for it. It says, wait for it. What are we waiting for? Oh, wow. What the heck? That's insane. That's hilarious. That's hilarious. Anyways. What? Oh, inked her. So it's not a real tattoo. They just inked her, though, like it was. Well, if you're a woman that wants to look like you've got a goatee, I mean, that's the way to go right there. That's obviously the way to go. Walking home alone at night in China be like, what? Holy smokes, look at that. It's pretty cool, though. Wow. He just walks right down the middle of the street. Yeah, I want to go to China. I think China is cool. I just like, can we just not be communist? And then we're good. Communist is just bullshit. Hello, you hit a tree, moron. Why are you hitting trees, man? Come on now. It's funny. All right. Yeah, see, airstrikes in Kyiv today. Is that real? I don't know if that's real. I'm not sure if that's real. These guys don't look even fazed by it. Not one bit. If that was real, they'd be freaking the hell out and trying to get the hell out of town, out of Dodge. They're not freaking out. I don't know if that's real. I don't even know if that's, like, look, I think that's AI of some sort. I think it's all bullshit. Like the way, yeah, that backdrop, and then even this isn't tied with what's in the middle either. They've layered this. Yep. That's layered, not real. None of that's real. Anyways. All right. Okay, that's enough. We're going to wrap that up. Oh, there's like a roulette wheel there. And there's another 140 posts I'm going to have to scroll through at some point. Probably not. Anyways, all right. That was fun. It was a fun little news read in the beginning, and then the scroll. And Fred has joined us for a second or two in the Rumble chat space. That was nice. And now I'm just going to call it a night. I'm going to call it a night. I'm going to be done. It was a good time. It was a beautiful time. So on that note, please, for the love of God, speak up, speak out, speak freely. Much love, everybody. Much love. Peace.